Hey, what's going on, you YouTube creepers and zombie killers? Rich here again. Welcome back to the site. Thanks for all the postings and all the emails I'm getting. I appreciate it. I know there's a lot of other sites out there that may offer the big bang for the buck, and exploding targets, but I don't have that luxury. And if I did, this is the zombie killing weapon that I'd be using. I love the whole apocalyptic thing. Anyways, 1919 Browning machine gun. Originally chambered in 30-06, this one happens to be an Israel bringback. We had given them the 1919s after World War II. They converted them over to a NATO 308. I just recently had this one brought back to life. It's semi-automatic, chambered in 308. The goal is to get a 30-06 barrel and also an 8mm barrel. But this is one heavy bitch, and it's an awesome fun to shoot. Happiness is a belt-fed weapon. You can't get any happier than this. As you can see, chambered in 7.62, 308. Really, you can't say enough about this particular firearm. If anything, over-engineered and overbuilt. I can't even imagine lugging this thing around. Crap Game and Kelly's Hero says, why do I got to lug this bitch around? Well, I'm hunk of junk. I'm sorry. He said hunk of junk. But it's a mother beautiful gun, and it's a great gun to have. It's a great gun to add to my collection. But I will tell you, if any of you guys are ever thinking about picking up something like this, you better have deep pockets, I'll tell you right now. The gun itself goes for some money. You got to buy the tripod and the pintle, and then when you start to feed this bitch, she's a hungry bitch and needs a lot of ammunition. So even in semi-automatic, you find yourself getting trigger happy. Midway into the war, late 43, 44, they went from a cloth belt to a linked belt. One of the reasons was, and I'm going to take this linked belt right here and kind of show you, linked in 308. And the problem they were having is that if the cartridges did not line up all the way, you'll always see it in the movies. The guys are sitting there and they're racking it, trying to get it to clear and feed properly. If they're not linked properly, you're going to run into a situation. So they got away with these, and this was very common during World War I. So they got away from the belt links, and they went to disintegrating links. Now, the disintegrating links, if you look at these, the collars stop the round perfectly in its position. Okay, so the bottom of every link is lined up perfectly. So the feeding issue was practically eliminated. I can't say enough about it. This is chambered right here. These are AUG-6 rounds. My goal is to get this gun converted back to AUG-6, but right now she's an 08. Now, I'm going to take these, put them out of the way for now, put them over here, and coming back here. Now, you'll notice that there's a channel in the top block, the breech block. That channel operates the belt and link feeding mechanism. So every time the bolt went back and forth, it rode in this channel, that knob there rode in the channel, and as you can see, it would bring each next round into place. And the way that the channel would operate would be every time the gun would fire, this claw right here would lock on the back of the next round, and as it charged, it came back, it pulled the round out of either the link or the belt. And as it was doing that, it was extracting the round on the bottom because the barrels are located beneath here. And as it extracted out of the link, it was extracting out of the barrel. And as the shell casing was dropping out, the next fresh round was going into place. And as that was happening, this mechanism was going back and forth, feeding the next round. This right here, this piece here is called a carriage stop. The carriage stop is for what particular round you're shooting, whether it be a 308, an 8mm, a 30-06, so you'd have to change that out. And also this feeding mechanism here has to be changed out too, depending on the rounds. But what I'm going to do before my battery runs out, and if I have to splice back in the film, I will. I'm going to break this down, show you a little bit about it, and we'll go from there. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to prop you up here, try to get a bird's eye view. Oh, that battery light is on, son of a bitch. All right, so as you know, it's empty. I'm just going to clear the chamber again, okay, indicating there's nothing in here, nothing inside the chamber. She's clear. All right, the first rule of thumb is draw the bolt to the rear. It's going to lock. This mechanism right here, that's actually controlling the recoil spring. I was told by the man that built this to me, if I don't watch out, I will kill myself. That will shoot out at a speed greater, right around the 800 feet per second. So it'll definitely screw you up. So always stand to the left and to the right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to depress that screw, and I'm going to turn it quarter turn to the right. That's going to lock in my mechanism. That's going to lock in the recoil guide rod spring. So now, at that point, I can turn around and start to break this unit down. So I'm going to put that forward. Okay, now as you can see, it's gone. Take a nice big screwdriver here and move the latch cover forward. By moving the latch cover forward, removes my handle. All right, so now I'm going to pull the bolt back. And while I'm pulling the bolt back, I'm going to remove the charging handle. And then the upper bolt mechanism is going to slide out. And I'm going to close the lid, spin it. There is a spring-loaded pin right here. I have to depress that in order to pull out the trigger mechanism, so I'm going to depress the pin. I'm going to pull as I'm depressing. I'm going to spin it. And we're going to, you getting all this? Yeah. And we're going to pull this out. Come on, baby. Come on, work for daddy. There we go. Okay, and we're going to disconnect the trigger mechanism. And then the rest of this is hooked up to the barrel. There's your barrel. That whole mechanism comes out attached to the barrel. So we're going to slide that bad boy back in there. Lock that back into place. And she's good. So it's basically simple. Now you can see here the trigger mechanism, the block, has been machined. This is part of the conversion over to semi-automatic. This cannot be converted back to a full automatic weapon. I know a lot of guys out there are crying. So am I. Believe me, I'd love to feed this bitch in full auto. But anyways, that's the basic mechanism. She was built like a brick shit house. This piece of equipment, I will tell you right now, can take a beating. It's a solid bullet piece of steel. It's well built and well constructed. So real quickly, while I still get battery life, I'm just going to give it a quick wipe down. Actually spray a little Rem oil on it if I got, here's my Rem oil. Let's give a nice little fresh coat of Rem oil. I'm going to pull this mechanism back here so I can lock it into place. Come on. Come on, baby. That's it. Okay. And you'll see that fits into place. Push forward, locks into place. Slide that in. Come on, don't make Daddy look like an idiot. And that goes, that's not hard to do anyways. There we go. Not too far. Push it forward. Get that in there. Turn it over. Press that pin back. I'm still rolling. Nice. I haven't dropped the video yet. Press the pin. Push it forward. Spin it over. Get that sucker back in, locked into place. Pulls all the way back. Charging handle. Forward. Back. Now, before we do that, we want to put the grip assembly back on. Still charged, still video. Nice. Okay. Crowbar up front. Drops that right in place. Locks the mechanism in. Alright, now, once again, screwdriver, counterclockwise the other way, little tension, pops into place. Bring the bolt up. Make sure that's over here. Alright. That's it. That's the 1919. That gives you a nice little fresh idea on that bad boy. Hopefully I'll be able to do a video shooting. Hopefully I'll be able to shoot a video of me blowing some stuff up. Why not? Seems like that's what everyone wants to see. So, Browning, 1919, chambered in 308. Quick disassembly, quick little history on it. Gonna have this Parkerized soon, so it'll look nice. Anyways, thanks for creeping on the site. I'm gonna pull this up real quick, give you a nice little overall view of it. And hopefully I'll have some more toys for you guys to look at. Alright, man. Peace out.